inspires me is what I see in thrift stores or consignment shops that aren't trends. I'm sort of an anti-trend person. What inspires me is when people play with color and texture and they're not too clean and conservative. But I also like the really clean lines when it looks sort of European and not officey.
So, I mean, I guess if you're thinking of like maybe like hip hop dance scene, so I used to dance a lot in college, and so kind of having a lot of just being super creative and then kind of going with a vibe like that, just picking up whatever feels comfortable, yeah.
Oh, I'm really liking like the boots and skirt trend that's been coming back. Like I see everyone rocking the really cute boots like up to here with like the mini skirts and stuff. I just think it's really cute. I've also been liking like the cowboy like ranch aesthetic. It's not something I was used to. I'm sorry, I'm yapping, but because I grew up in New York City. But I really like it. I love the whole like, oh, cowboy, you know? It's very cute to me.
So a couple summers ago, the girls in New York City stopped wearing bras. And I was like, my mind was blown. I can't give it up. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I look better. In fact, sometimes I even look at the girls and I would be like, girl, you would look better in a bra. And I am so inspired. Like, it's so different from the way that I was brought up by like what fashion kind of tells you. Like, so much of fashion is like containing the female body. I have super respect for them. I haven't had the guts to kind of do it myself.
I think I like the capsule wardrobe because it's nice to like have a bunch of pieces that can go well with each other and like just like have like pops of color, but like mainly have like a lot of classic pieces that are timeless.
You know, I think the not super baggy, but like the linen pants are coming back in fashion for men. A little bit loose, right? I'd say the skinny jeans died a while ago, but nowadays it's more like a little looser clothing, I'd say. But definitely, I'd say anything as a guy at least, you know, if you're a single guy trying to become more attractive, I'd say, you know, show off a little bit of skin, right? Like a white beater. Don't be afraid to layer a little bit too. Don't be afraid to, you know, dress a little bit outside the box. At the end of the day, I think no matter where you lean, it's what you like to wear, you know? So don't let anyone tell you like something's not stylish. Like, you know, if you like it, just rock it, right? Why not? So.
Yeah, I'm actually, like recently I've been getting like really loose pants, oversized t-shirts, shirts, button-ups, and yeah, good shoes. Yeah. Shades too.
Big chunky shoes, love it.
I follow like a few influencers online. I used to watch like Best Dressed when she was on YouTube too, and that was a cool channel for like thrifting, but I think right now I follow like it's Yu Yen and then also Michelle Choi.
You know, I think if you want to dress more classy, wear more like, you know, fitted clothing. Stay away from like the holes. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not really a logo type of person, right? I like to dress more like, you know, just neutral like colors. Nothing like too like bright standing out. That's just me personally, but I'd say stay away from like the logos, the ripped jeans, you know what I mean? Because, you know, if you're a kid, I guess it's fine, but when you're in like your 20s and 30s, young adults, it's more dress a little bit better, more like presentable, not just like ripped clothing. So that's my advice.
The baggy, the big shoulders, the kind of not showing your figure at all. It's not graceful. I'm a dancer. Actually, a dancer is a big part of my life, so I like things that show your movement and your grace and your figure forming, I guess.
Fashion is for, you know, yourself. You know, it's for you. You feel good about it when you dress good. And yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes people want to copy you.
Where to begin? Okay, if you're gonna wear, and it's just one specific outfit I saw specifically, but this person had these really high crew socks and these like velvet shoes. that they were wearing with yellow overalls. So I think some things that clash way too much where it's like, okay, I don't know what's going on. Like, you do you, but also no.
I'm like, can we just not wear pajamas everywhere all the time? Do you know what I mean? I'm a little like, you're out of the house, please look like it. So just sort of the sloppy. I'm like, come on, like at least jeans and a t-shirt. That's, you know, that's like the outdoor pajamas.
I can't say I'm a big fan of super mini skirts because it just reminds me of like the 2000 low-rise epidemic. I do love low-rise, but I don't like 2000 low-rise. I'm a big fan of 2020's low-rise. But yeah, not a big fan of those. They look like they hurt, but they look really good on other people. I don't know. And like I try to shop a little bit more sustainably, so I stay away from like fast fashion and things like that as much as I can. It's difficult.
I'm not so much a fan of small shirt, big pants. It looks a little uneven.
Tight jeans. Skinny tight jeans, I'd say very tight t-shirts too. I mean, be loose, be cool, and I mean, just let it be easy, right?
Honestly, do whatever you want. Like, we live on this rock of a planet for a super short time. Do whatever the hell you want. Like, you know, just be you. That's it.
You know, it's funny, being honest, I never thought of it that way at all. I think fashion is what you can give off to the world, what you're interested in, and whatever that may be, you shouldn't be, you know, criticized for it, right? Even me, you know, I give men like fashion advice. At the end of the day, you know, I'm not gonna stop you from rocking whatever you want, right? It's whatever you feel comfortable, stylish, and present yourself with, you know, just rock that, right? I don't say it's necessarily political. It's more so like, you know, what you rock, just rock it with confidence, right?
I would say hopefully not. However, I grew up in the 70s during the Vietnam War, and it was very easy to tell who was conservative and who was liberal by the way they looked, by their hair, by their clothes. And now I'm finding with tattoos and hair and all this stuff, you can't tell whether someone's red or blue. And that scares me given there's so much conflict right now on our own turf. And that concerns me a lot because people are just withdrawing and not necessarily friendly because they can't tell if someone's on their side or not.
I think inherently, yes. I think it kind of is because the way that you present first of all, everything's political, right? Which is kind of unfortunate, but I think that's true. But how you represent and present yourself and how you feel comfortable in your skin is itself a statement. So it can be supremely political if you're trying to fall in line with like, you know, certain statements or things that are happening right now. But I think by you just being yourself, that itself is political. Yeah.
Fashion is a statement. You have to wear it. You know, everybody's going to see you when you walk around, especially somewhere like this. Say what you know.
Yeah, I mean, isn't everything? I mean, I don't know if designers like are specifically attempting to be political, but yeah, I mean, there's so much in fashion that is about like shoulds, right? Like what you should wear or what's hot now, and do you measure up and are you included? It's a very like inclusive, exclusive potential. So certainly that's political. And then I also think that, as I was saying with the women who are like, I'm not wearing a bra, or like the girls who are like, these jeans don't fit me and I'm just not gonna button it, and I don't care if you see that my jeans are not buttoned. Again, I don't have that, like I can't do that, but I have super respect for that. So I do think that on the individual level, people do express themselves through what they're wearing, and that can be political.
I think it can be political, but like I don't think it's outwardly political. Like you can definitely make a political statement with it, especially if you have like words or like specific designs or patterns or graphics, but it doesn't necessarily have to be.
I make patches for my clothes sometimes. Some old brands that like have the thing across just the front of my shirt, I've been covering up with patches of stuff that I like. You know, I sew my own patches. I've been trying to put the Palestine flag, but I can't get the little stripes to lay flat enough. So haven't put it on there yet, but
Yeah, obviously, of course, anything is political if you pull it down to it. And I think all of the different influences that influence like your political beliefs, like who you care about, where you grew up, all of those things also influence your fashion because it's basically a physical manifestation of who you think you are or like who you want to be, I guess.